When you start troubleshooting STP problems, your first step should be to identify the root switch. To do this, just remember that the switch with the lowest bridge ID or BID value, or the lowest priority or the lowest MAC address value, is the STP root switch. So to identify the switch with the lowest BID, you'll need to know the BID of all the switches. First, use the show spanning tree VLAN ID executive command to find the BID of a local switch and root switch. The output of the show spanning tree command lists the root's BID along with its priority and MAC address. This output will help you identify the root switch. Let's look at an example of an output of the show spanning tree VLAN 1 command. In this example output, the highlighted sections depict the root BID and differing BID of switch S2. As both the BIDs are different, the next step would be to identify the RP interface on the local switch. After this, you would need to identify the switch on the other end of the RP interface, and then repeat the process on the other switch. As a best practice, perform these steps to identify the root switch. The first step is to find the BID of a local switch using the show spanning tree VLAN ID executive command, and BID of root switch using show spanning tree command. The second step will be to compare the root BID and local BID. If they are equal, identify the local switch as the root switch. Then, if the root BID and local BID are not equal, first, use the show spanning tree command output to find the RP interface on the local switch. Then, identify the switch on the other end of the RP interface using the Cisco Discovery Protocol. And finally, log into the identified switch on the other end of the RP interface and repeat the steps from 1 to 3B.